I have for you the sad state of the Republican Party, as Richmond Times did these interviews with Trump supporters after a rally, and it quickly becomes evident none of them really have any idea what they're even voting for. They're just doing it because it gives them a sense of identity, which is why Trump is especially dangerous, as he can sneak through agendas like Project 2025, and his voters won't care less because they're ignorant to the fact. So let's take a look at a few of these, and let's start with a woman named Lillian.
So what are some of the policies that you feel Donald Trump is, why you would vote for him?
Oh, definitely the illegal immigrants.
Okay.
That's the big one.
Okay.
And the oil. Yeah, and the oil.
And oil.
We need gas. And Biden sucks.
Okay, so I wanted to start with this video because I think you can really sum up the mindset of all of MAGA in this one clip and exactly how Trump wants them brainwashed. First, she instantly mentions the thing that he constantly fearmongers about. I'd be interested to hear her explain what the policy differences are and so on, but that's also not even a policy, illegal immigrants. And of course, we now drill more oil than we ever have. We're more energy independent than we've ever been. So she's just spewing another lie. And then the most important reason, Biden sucks, right? It's all about rhetoric and owning the libs to them. Here is Sam boldly stating that he's voting for Trump because Trump has never said that he would do something and then didn't do it.
Just exactly what he says he's going to do, because he's the only president I've known that has done every single thing he said he was going to do and more.
Okay, replace Obamacare with something beautiful. Drop insulin to $35 for seniors. Invest heavily into infrastructure. Bring resounding and complete peace to the Middle East. Build a wall that Mexico would pay for. Do I really need to continue? I think he hardly said anything that he actually did then go and do. Here's Tom then going on to why he's voting for Trump and what policies that he's into.
So what are some of the policies that you feel that you support?
Common sense. Yeah. The border thing is really bothersome. So
Yeah.
obviously that just makes perfect sense. Fix it.
Okay, so common sense, whatever, and the border, which again, I would love to hear what border policy he thinks would change or has been changed, because there's barely been any. And Trump's mass deportation isn't going to fix the issue at the border. People are still going to be coming. Work visas are still going to expire. The system is still going to backlog. It's not about fixing the border issues with Trump. It's about ridding the country of as many brown people as he can. So to end, we'll last look to Paul and see if he has any better answers at all as to what Trump did or will do well. Let's see if it's any different or more of the exact same.
So is Trump someone that you're going to support, obviously, in the upcoming? Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
What are some of the policies that you feel are very important to you that Trump supports?
Well, for the economy in general, I mean, it's just such a common sense approach. When the price of energy goes up, everything goes up. You're going to bring the price of energy down, so everything goes down. That's the way it goes.
For sure.
The border, of course, is horrible. It's really a humanitarian crisis that needs to be addressed, and for some reason, the current administration won't do anything about it.
Now remember, Republicans killed the border deal largely at the behest and demand of Trump, which probably included a lot of things that this guy would have agreed with. And I love how two different people said common sense about policies. I would love to see the common sense policy. Is it common sense to massively add to our debt and deficit by giving huge tax cuts to the wealthy and corporations alike? I would think not. Is it common sense to massively deport immigrants even though they keep our economy stable in multiple different ways and pay into multiple different social services? I would think not. I think what this interview and these different ones show is exactly what I've expressed in a past video in different segments. MAGA really represents this wing of voters that Trump brought into politics with him. They largely didn't follow it before and probably barely do now, but they were attracted to one thing about Trump, whether it be him as a celebrity and that kind of allure, his rhetoric, what he said about one specific thing, and they just clung to that, right? And as Trump rose to power, it became a core facet of their identity, of which is now what they're voting to represent. Whether or not it's in their best interest, they couldn't care because they couldn't know. It's like a lifelong fan of a football team, rooting for their team, decking themselves out in gear, even when that team is 0-16, except you should never do that in politics. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that will get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available for as low as $3. Because the only way we become a society is together. Peace.